So, just today we will discuss US coaches. We will discuss trends in World Rugby. We have statistics from the World Cup. Okay, we will discuss opportunities for US coaches with your teams to create more scores in matches. Okay. We will look, in the last part we will look at tries against Georgia in the World Cup and tries for Georgia in the World Cup. As a discussion. During the presentation, we have words and we have videos, and we will have breaks. So I am available for as long as you want me to be here. Anybody has a question, just ask the question. Okay? Everybody happy? Okay. So these questions here, I would like you to be able to start the process of answering after today's presentation. These three questions. Okay, because these three questions, if you can answer them, will give you clear direction in your club and in your team. Okay. First question, just generally, first question, what type, what is the best player for you guys to work with? Technical ready, skillful. Technically ready. Motivated, yeah, motivated. Okay, that's two. Grand, good. Keep going. Well, I mean, I'm motivated. I'm skillful, but I would be no good. Young and physical. Young. Doesn't have to be young, but physically in good condition. Okay. Now, so that's three. Okay. So there's one more. Yeah. Pata, you have it. Yeah. Successful player? Not necessarily successful, but can be successful. You should be hardworking and you should love stuff what you're doing. Okay, so if you had 15 players who were well motivated, skillful, good physical condition, do you think you would win most matches? They have to think, they have to lead. They have to lead. It's absolutely critical. It's not difficult. It is difficult, yes. It is difficult, but it's the difference. Because you can produce many players who have the first three ingredients. But if you don't have the fourth, then, the teams that do have the fourth are the teams that win.
თულია მესმის რომ მაგრამ შესაძლებელია მოთამაშეებს შეიძლება წარმოშვა ისეთი რომელსაც ეს სამახასიათებელი აქვს მაგრამ განსხვავება ის არის რომ მოთამაშეები ან გუნდები რომელსაც ყავთ ეს მეოთხე კომპონენტის მოთამაშე რომელიც თქვა ლიდერია და შეგვიძლია იგებს თამაშებს შრომის მოვალეს
So but the relationship between what type of a coach you are and what type of a player you're trying to produce, okay, you have to manage that. If you want to produce players that can lead on the pitch, you have to manage this process.
ანუ ეს ორი კითხვა ერთმანეთთან კავშირში როგორ სახისმელი ხარ და როგორ საქმე თამაშები გაჩნდა და ეს ერთმანეთთან დამოკიდებულია და აქედან უბრალოდ აქედან ერთმანეთთან დამოკიდებული აქედან ჭირდება რომ ეს მოთამაშე წარმოშვა თქვენს ასეთ მომენტებში ვთქვათ რომ ისეთ მოთამაშე შექმნა.
Right. My experience of Georgian rugby at club level.
ანუ ჩემი გამოცდილებაა საქართველოს საკლუბო რაგბის რაც შეეხება.
Is that I think I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I think the coaches are too involved in the game whilst the game is happening.
So თარგამნიოთ მაგრამ ძალიან შეიძლება წვნელები ზედმეტად ჩართულები არიან თამაში, όσο თამაში მიმდინარეობს.
To the point where the players are waiting for direction from the sideline and they cannot become leaders on the pitch.
იმდენად დამოკიდებულებია, რომ ეს თემი ელოდებიან იქნებებს. გარედან იმდენად დამოკიდებულებია თვითონ ვერ ხდებიან შესაბამისად ლიდერები.
Okay, so that's my experience with Georgian rugby at club level. Not all, but some.
ეს არის ჩემი თავსახედითო ქართული საკლუბო რაგბი.
That's in this relationship. So just be aware of it. Just be aware. Okay. Right. Okay. So I think from this point, all of this is covered with those three questions. We go on to the next one. So this is statistics from the World Cup. This is interesting stuff. Okay, so source to try Audi shaking the bar. Turnover, handling error. Peki is it? Restarts. And now for the purpose of this presentation, just look at Lurgi, just look at the blue. Okay?
I am presentations Lurgi pairs, იმიტომ ეს არის play-off-ის ეტაპი, წინააღმდეგ ჯგუფური ეტაპია მსოფლიო თასის. ეს არის play-offs, რაც გუნდები უფრო თანაბარი არიან.
Okay, so anything surprising there? Anything surprising? What do you see?
Opponents kick 20% on the knockout stage.
Yeah. You see these two. When you do your training sessions, with your team, right? Be careful that you don't over concentrate on scrum and line out and pattern play. Okay. Okay. So Georgia got, as an example, and we will look at these 5 tries in the World Cup. Okay. So 2 tries were system, and 3 tries were not system. And when I say not system, what I mean is they weren't line out or scrum. They were turnovers, they were counter-attacks, they were reacting to a situation. So, these statistics haven't changed too much in the last 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Okay? you'll get about 55 to 60% of tries directly from scrums and liners. But you have to work to get a return from the other 40%. You have to work with turnovers, you have to work with counter-attacks, you have to open the mind of the players to these opportunities. When I started coaching first, many years ago, I worked mainly on 60%. Okay, I was working on these two areas. With patterns, with maps. Because that's what I knew at the time. But my coaching has developed into this area, this 40% here. And that's very exciting and very rewarding for the coaches. Okay, so we go to the next slide. So that's source, that's where it came from. Okay. So this is where in the pitch the tries started from. Again, just work on luging. Okay, so in your own half, 33%. Okay, and halfway to 10-meter line, 80%. That's about 50%. That's very important statistic. Okay, so the question for you as coaches, do you coach in this area? Okay, 10 meter to the 22 and 22 to the goal line. So 10 meter, your 10 meter to the goal line. Do you coach attack from there? Okay, and therefore you're only operating on statistically 50% of an opportunity. If you play Lelo are number one right at the moment. Okay, so you're playing against Lelo. Okay, you're playing against Lelo. So if you operate in this area, you're limiting your chances. That the opportunities against Lelo might not be here, they might be here. Also, if you kick the ball, okay, from this area, then you're giving more opportunities to the opposition to counter-attack, which is the other stat in the previous page. Now, you factor in weather conditions, absolutely. I know that's a bad weather, it's just awareness, okay? And they're the World Cup figures. We go to the next one. Any questions? Okay. Okay, so this is number of rucks and balls leading into the score. So zero could be straight from an outie, from shaking a bar. And then that's one ruck.
ერთი რაკი იყო, ხო, ვთქვათ,
Two rocks and three rocks.
ორი და სამი რაკი შეიძლება იყოს, ჩვენ სტატისტიკადაც არის ორი და სამი რაკი.
So it's good to know. You should know this anyway. It's good to know that scoring in the first one or two movements is your best opportunity to score.
ანუ პირველ მოძრაობაში კომბინაციაში არის ყველაზე მეტი შანსი რომ ველო დავდოთ.
Depending on how strong your team is at retaining the ball, then you're into this area.
დამოკიდებულია თუ რამდენი გამარჯვებულია როგორც მოთი შენარჩუნება უკვე გადახალტო შემდეგ ქვედა არეში.
Okay, statistics from the World Cup. Move on. Next one. Okay, number of passes for the tries. So number of passes before a try is scored. Okay, 0 passes. So that's or missed tackle from a counter attack. 1 to 3 passes.
4
to 6, 6 to 7. There's a kind of an even enough spread, really, isn't it? 50% again in the first 2 or 3 passes. Okay, so that's the World Cup. That's the statistics for the World Cup for tries scored. Okay, go to the next one then. Okay, so I need to just move this down a little bit. Okay, now, time and space. This is where we do our work. Okay? Okay, so the coach can create time with efficiency in training. So if you have, for me, if you have uncomplicated, simple processes, it could be your line-out structure, it could be your scrum angle, and it could be a pattern. Simple, but every player should know the responsibility 100%. At this point, perfect practice. This is very important for you. Okay, the detail. It's coaching the detail. If you coach the detail in training, you will see detail in the match. If you don't, you won't. So saying things like that was a bad pass or that was a bad throw. If you want detail, the next part of that is because your hips were in the way, because you held the ball down too low, whatever. But you need to finish that sentence. You can't finish the sentence with the statement, that was a bad throw. That's not coaching. That is hard because many coaches, myself included, I do not know all the detail about everything. Okay, I don't. Okay, so if I don't know, sometimes I would have to go to a player and say, I will come back to you. I will find out and I will come back to you. Okay, if I do know, I should give the information. To produce this player who is a leader, he must have knowledge. He has to have knowledge. If he doesn't have knowledge, he cannot lead. And if he's not confident, he cannot lead. Okay, so the coach's job in this area is our biggest job. Okay, so we give the team confidence, we give them structure, but we give them detail. Okay. The purpose of the question was to say, giving my experience, okay, we operate in the national team. We have 4, but for any one match, we would operate 2. Okay, we just concentrate on 2. And it takes a lot of work and a lot of detail. Okay, so the information from me is that we have 4 at national level. We only operate 2. Okay, so from your point of view, my experience is 2 is plenty. Okay.
He has 2 main ones.
Yeah,
close by.
That's fine. That's all. I'm just giving you experience. That's all I'm doing. Okay. So, second part. How do we create space? Manipulation of the opposition. This is the player's responsibility. Because you have given them the ability to choose a pattern. Everybody knows the detail. You have your systems in place, but then when they go out on the pitch, they must see the opportunity and take the opportunity. Okay, so your systems here, okay, can create space, but you need this player to see it on the pitch. If the coach is seeing it on the sideline and the player is waiting for the coach, it's disaster. Disaster.
He says you have to fit your pattern to your players and build on it.
You do? Yes, you do. No problem with that. But you must, this relationship, I'm coming back to this relationship must continue to grow. If you lose a match that you should have won, sit down, in my opinion, you have the conversation with the players and ask why. Why is the key question. Why did this happen? Not saying, this is my opinion, this is what happened. Okay? You ask why, ask them, get the information from them. Even if you lose, you can still win if the rugby intelligence increases because of how you handle this relationship immediately after the game or on the Monday or Tuesday. Okay, and just the other side, for me it's impossible, well not impossible, you'll be very, very lucky to win any trophy if you haven't got this relationship with your players. We go next one. Any questions on that? Okay, just understand it's very, very important. As coaches, #1 job to create time. Is your job in the training pitch. Okay, that's the previous point. To create time. Okay, so we're talking here about our scrums, line out, kickoffs, and efficiency. Same point. Just bang, bang, bang. Get that ready. Strike plays, same. In strike plays, we might go to a match with maybe 3, 4 maximum. We normally have 2 which have options off each other. One could be Mowgli and Gazelle, but the same move. Okay. So this is your work. It goes back to point number 1 from the previous. This is your responsibility. Okay, but this is in this area. 60%. We still have more work to do here. Okay.
Next one?
Yeah, next one, yeah. Right. We're going to show a clip now, okay? Right. So there's a question. All right. What is the difference between the first clip and the second clip? Okay. Let's see what happens.
Attack or defense?
Attack. Okay, so that's 1.
First. Is this for the second slide? Or?
Yeah, that's the second one. So stop it there. Can you? Yeah. So, will we play it again? So as you can see, go from the start. Or again? So this is the first one. This is the second one. Okay. What was the difference between the first and the second?
Chase, draw. Time. ხაზის აწევა იყო სხვადასხვა.
Same player went to charge down. What did he do in the first clip?
პირველ ვიდეოში ყურადღება არ მიაქცია ბურთიანად. წავედა უბრალოდ ყურადღება, აი რაც ეწერა ყურადღება გაიფარდა სხვა იმაზე. ბურთიანზე აწავდა.
Ball carrier.
In the first
შემთხვევაში პირდაპირ ბურთიანზე.
The second one he did, yeah, which I think is your point. That's the key point. It's the same kick, same receiver. The chaser was indisciplined and was distracted. He actually had a shot at the second row when he should have gone for the scrap. Now play it out. Now watch. Outie here, right? Outie here. Miori, second one. Watch. Boom. Now. Keep watching. So kids for touch. Miss touch, no outie. So now you have a counter-attack opportunity. And now you have a score. You got a score. That was a score. Okay, so just little detail produces the opportunity. This is our job as coaches. Okay?
Next one?
Yeah. So now, this area here, when you have your structure in your team, the combination plays between forwards and backs. Okay, for me, the better teams like the Southern Hemisphere teams now, the 4 teams that got to the semi-final, they all have combination plays between forwards and backs in general play. In general.
გადაბმა ხასა და შეგინება შორის ვარ. ანუ ეს სოფლიოზე სამხრეთ ნახევარსფეროს ის 4 გუნდი რომელიც გავიდა ნახევარფინალებში, იმათ ყველას აქვს ეს კარგი კომბინაცია ერთმანეთთან. ხაზის და შეგინებს ერთმანეთთან გადაბმა ღია თამაში. Okay.
So just flexible plays, simple plays. It could be what we call Jackie, which is 10 Ati to Miori shaking a bar in a line of 3. And then he passes out the back to Tommy.
მოგლე მარტივი მოხნილი ისეთი რა. მონახაზებს, მაგალითად მოკო ჯეკი ისეთი რაღაცა, რომ თავს დგას ორი მოკინალი და 10 ადგილს პას. მოკინას მომიარეთ ახლა თორბეტონს. ხან პერტუაკოს ეს რაღაც ფაზური თამაშის ელემენტები თქვა თან ჯეკის მაგვარიან სხვა რამე მაგალითად თუ
You all have your own systems.
ყველი საკუთარი რაღაც სისტემები გაქვთ თამაში.
Yeah, okay. And understand the benefit of them?
და გესმით ხო ამის სარგებლობიანობა, რასაკვირველია.
Because if the defense comes in, you can go out the back, it's easy.
ანუ თუ დაცვა ვთქვათ, დაგესხათ თავს, მაშინ უკვე გაიტან ბუქს მარტივი არის.
მეორე ხაში გადაჭამ.
So here, decision making drills, okay? Yeah, that's fine, yeah. Put it up there. Put it up there for a second. That's okay. So here, when you do decision-making drills, simple 3v2, 2v1. Simple. But make sure you get the detail right. So, I'm not going to go into the detail of the drills, but do not do a drill that you don't know the detail of. Okay, so a very easy example is a 2v1. So the attacker needs to fix the first defender with his running line and be aware of where his support is in 2. So that goes to 3v2 and 4v3 and 2v2 plus 1. It gets a lot more complicated.
4-3-3 და 2+1 ორ კაცს მომცველზე, ანუ შეტევა 2+1 და 2 დამცველი, კუბერად უფრო მეტად თულდება ეს ყველაფერი.
Okay, well that's important. It's important. Okay, so you're a head coach. If you don't have the knowledge, you need to get the knowledge. So it's your job. It's the not you personally, but I'm saying it's the union's job to give technical support to the coach. It's very, very important because the coaches are the connection to the players.
ანუ ეს ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანია თქვა თუ ცნობა არის ეს დეტალები ძალიან მნიშვნელოვანია რაგბის კავშირმა მიცეს ეს ცოდნა ცნობს იმიტომ რომ ცნებები მოთამაშეებთან ასე თქვა კავშირი რომ გაატარონ ეს ინფორმაცია მე კავშირიდან თქვა მოთამაშეებთან
It's very important for me as a part of the national coaching staff. It's very important that everybody in here who is a coach has access to this knowledge.
Because
there's no point. If you go back here, take that off. And our player is not technically good enough. If his skills are not good enough, yet we develop him as a leader, but he might not be good enough because his skills are not good enough to be on the pitch. So it's
ამას უბრუნდები თუ მოთამაშეს არ აქვს შესაბამისი სტატუსი შესაბამისი უნარები შესაბამისად ის შეიძლება იყოს კარგი ლიდერი მაგრამ არ კონდეს საკმარისი უნარები იმისთვის რომ მოედანზე იყოს ანუ არ იქნება ხო შესაბამისად დაუსტაბილური რომ მოედანზე გავუძინოს.
I work with when I'm at home in Ireland I work with school and I did a video of passing. Just the technique of catch pass. Easy. It took me 4 hours. Because it had been so long since I had done it, I had to structure, and then, oh, that's not right. And then structure. It's amazing. It's amazing. So the best coaches, the best teachers are those who have to present a technical discipline because they have to know it. And it might be a very good way for you to gain confidence if you have access to a video camera, just to video yourself explaining how to whatever, tackle, catch pass, scrummage, it doesn't matter, line out organization, doesn't matter. Video yourself and see does it actually make sense.
ანუ კარგი იქნება თუ თქვენ გავწნომა კამერაზე გადაიღოთ თქვენი თავი თქვათ როგორ ასწავლეთ თქვათ პას აუთ შეკინებას და მე უყუროთ თქვენ თავს თქვათ რამე აზრს თუ გამოვიდან თქვათ თქვენივე ნათქვამიდან თქვათ რომ რაღაცა შეხედოს ობიექტური თვალით ვის გაიგებს თუ არა თქვათ მოთამაშე რასაც ეუბნები.
Okay. It's funny. Okay, next one. We go on next. So I'm just going to show Pata. You've seen this, but I'm going to show you some clips. Now, these go on for a little bit of time, but just watch the movement and the connection between forwards and backs. Just watch this. Okay, it's very good. We'll take a break after this. So this is a very good try. Just watch all the combinations. You'll recognize this. So now you have skra to shaking the out the back to ati to. Can you stop? Just go back there to that. Just go back a little bit. Just go back. Yeah. Keep going. So okay. Right. So Rocky. Now next wide picture. Hold it on that. Hold on this. Oh. No. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It's coming up now. Keep going. So that's the next wide picture after this. Okay, just let it run.
Oh shit.
Keep going. Watch. Rock, quick. Stop it. Ori, shaking the bar, ati, cry. 2 cries. Okay? So, just the combinations, balls out the back, very good. So just watch. Out the back.
universal players.
Players
universal, they're more valuable.
Yes, yes, yes. They have all the skills, yes. But keep watching. To develop those skills, it's here. It's not line out, it's not scrum, and it's not system. It's not. It's this area. Extra training. Different area. Okay, the team in red are Leicester. So they're a good side.
English is Premiership analysis.
And band. Out the back, short pass. Just keep watching. This system here now, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch. 1, 2, 3. It's very difficult to defend deep players and a supported deep player. Very difficult. It's easy to defend 5 players, 3 players, 4 players, 5. It's easy to defend a flat line. Watch this. 1. Ori, 2 lines. Ori Kazi. See, boom. Very good. Okay. Okay, so now you can practice, you can set up practice like this. You can set up and you can develop skills like this. Because when players play rugby, they see this type of rugby on the TV, and this is enjoyable rugby. It's enjoyable for all players, for front row forwards, for second rows, back rows, for all players. It's most enjoyable. So I would encourage you, because it's important for the national team, I would encourage you to look at elements of this and bring them into your side if you haven't already done it. Just to recap so far. Okay? So, you tell me now. You tell me, what have we covered so far? What's important for you?
Relationship between the coach and the player.
Very good. I'm happy. I'm very happy. Okay, now talk to me about training balance. So what are we calling 60%? What are we saying 60%? How did he shake it about? Maps, kickoffs, catching, phase setups, what we just looked at, phase setups, and that's what. And defense. Okay, defense is in this 60%. On the 40%, what do we have in our 40%? Counter-attack. What goes with counter-attack? Turnover. Quick tap. Quick line out. Okay, and for me, when you get a, so that's what, line, the defense, and you get a line break. Okay, you get a line break. So you need to finish that. So you need to practice that. Okay, so now here, this is a test for you as coaches. Okay, so there's some clips here, and there are some good play and some not so good play. Okay, so we'll try and control. So this is the first clip from the under-18s last year. Okay, so this is good play by Georgia. Now, I'm going to try and control this. Good. So you passed the test. Okay, easy. Now, watch this attack by Tonga. Okay, you could have been at this game, but this is a very good attack. Ah, stop. Oh, jeez. Right. Okay. Watch the dots right here.
That's what we will talk.
Okay, what went wrong for Georgia?
There was nobody to cover the back side.
On the short side, you need two defenders. You need to because the scra will go with support. It could be from the cry. Scra is very dangerous. So when you're setting up your defense, on the short side, always have two. One can be the scra, your own scra, it can be. Also, on the other side, just to say, from an attack point of view, maul, Georgian, very good maul, no problem, but maul, breakout, we call it taxi, taxi to the blind side, very dangerous, very, very difficult to stop. Okay, so watch this. So this is under 20s, under 20s last year, in the final of the trophy, first play. Okay, so this is line break, so this is quick ball. Great score, very good. This is Georgia against Ireland. Now just because the control is not good here, okay, I just want you to watch. I want you to watch the setups of the forwards outside the 9. And watch the space. So, Rocky, Irlande Datswa, space. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's more outside. Now watch. Same play. So, Bego kicks. Okay, now the same situation, but watch George's Datswa. Watch the setup for Ireland. Same. Watch. Same. Watch. Same. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Out the back. Boom. Okay? So, just, it's an awareness, I'm just letting you know, okay?
The growth of Isa, what I was there, so
Okay, we move it on.
Lama Fizanio da Osta, Maximo, Dare, Cheva Stadia da Park.
Okay, so this is a clip on counter-attack. Before this match, this is Japan. So before this match we played Tonga, and before this match we played Ireland. We lost both games. So we made a decision on counter-attack that we would actually run balls rather than kick balls when we were in our half. We decided we would run balls rather than kick balls. So when we played Ireland and when we played Tonga, in this position where the ball was kicked by Japan, we just kicked it back. So now we hold on to the ball in total for 21 phases of play. It's not all good, but it's not all bad either. Okay. And we create a scrum 5 meters out from the Japanese line. And we get a score from it.
Wow,
so sometimes you have to be patient, and this is what we would. The tactical decision going into this game was to hold on to the ball. So that's what we call toppy off square. There's a shaking of bar in behind. Here another shaking of bar. So watch, there's Cocos. Before was a shaking of bar outside. Now this is the scrum that was created. Watch this. Okay, Martin Ori, that's it, right? And he goes across. Very difficult to defend that. Can you see that? It gets better than the Okay, so that's forwards and backs. Okay, it's against Romania. It's forwards, outside backs. Forwards and backs, and that's zero. Okay.
I have no more as well. That's what we look for.
So once you get quick ball, it makes it very difficult for the Datswa to defend. So these are all forward and back combinations, all of these carries here. Again, that's a back, back, forward, forward. So all different combinations create all sorts of opportunities. Okay, so these are just two more examples of forwards and backs together. Okay, this will take a little bit of while. The play must go across the park, so this would be Adidas pattern for us, which is a hit. So I want you to look at the Irish attack after the Georgian attack in particular. Okay, so this isn't good. This isn't good shape-wise, but okay, 1 second there. So the Ori shaking the bar, two forwards come in and it creates the space outside. Now Ireland used similar but different, okay? So they set a ruck here, earthy ruck, Ori rucky, shaking the bar in here. Now, what's the next play? So that's a shaking bar, and that's a 12, Tormedy. Tormedy, and a shaking bar. Watch, 1, 2, short ball. Or he can go behind. He can do either or. Okay, very good play. Then we call that Bromleys. Do you know Bromleys? Okay, so anyway, it's the Tormedy. Tormedy, runs straight, next player outside, short, and a player out the back behind. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, so I'll get back to you there. Okay. So when you have the skills, when we have the skills as coaches, when we have the skills to where we can, all our players are comfortable catch passing, are comfortable running lines, supporting the player out the back, or running hit lines. So if all the players have all the skills and have the knowledge of your systems as coach, you then go from an attack with maybe 7 backs plus 3 shaking a bar to 7 backs plus 8 forwards. So that's 15. And then you can attack with 15. Okay, and if you get organized in that area with the phase play setups, the combination plays is very difficult to defend.
What's the next one?
Turnovers, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So turnovers. As you saw on the stats from the World Cup, turnovers and counter-attack. Okay, 35% of scores. It doesn't matter. So we do only passing, 2 passes as normal, and we play off the Maori attacker. We play off the enemy. He's in charge.
პასის წესი აქვს და მეორე შემტევი არის გადამწყვეტილების გადაწყობის მიღები. თქვა რა ქნას აქვს.
Even if you're in defense, if you're on your line, it doesn't matter. If you play off the second Maori attacker and see what happens.
ანუ თუნდაც საკუთარ მასში იყო მოდის ველოსთან ახლოს იქიდანაც კი, მაგრამ მაინც იგივე წესი არის. კოჩიტო საკუთარ და მეორე გემი ბურთიანი თამაშობს გადაწყობილებას თუ რა ქნას მეორე შემტევი თამაში.
მოგაწრავოთ რა ვერ გავიგეთ იმ მეორე შემტევი. დავუშვებ ჩვეულებრივად ჩეკინებზე ან უკვე. ანუ 10 ნომერი ნაძლევს 12-ზე იწევს თამაშს თუ როგორ არის.
It might not be the 10 because turnovers can be anyone, but yes, 10 passes to 12. Start the game from the second attacker.
მეორე შემტევიდან დავიწყოთ ყოველთვის თამაში.
The reason why is because if we're defending, and we turn over there, and if we come this direction, and I'm the second attacker, the Hoopnady, he will think, okay, well then Mike is second attacker, so he'd come support me rather than support 10. Yeah, and it's very, very good. It's good. It's enjoyable as well. And that point there, look, when you players, this section is here. Okay, this is the part we don't spend enough time on. Okay, we don't spend enough time on the 40%. But when for the World Cup, when Georgia went to the World Cup in England, we spent a lot of time on turnovers and kick return and counter attack, same thing. So we spent a lot of time on it. Okay, we go to the next step. Just before, when I see the Georgian club rugby, when I see turnovers, I see a lot of kicking. It seems to be the mentality is kick and then chase. I think if we need to develop this skill this awareness in our players. You can still kick, but you can kick from the second attacker. It's no problem kicking, but kick because he's looking, because he has time. He has 1 second, maybe 2 seconds. Because we have turnover, he's second Maori attacker. He looks. When the cry is up. Even from your own line. The opposition are attacking you. They're all coming at you. They make a mistake. We show you the clip. You're going to enjoy this. Watch. From his own line. Your question? Turn over. 1, 2. Offload. Pass. What's the question?
Just a remark. They are slower, the attackers in defense.
Yes, that's the problem. Because they expect the kick. And they relax, they switch off. And also they're not in system of defense. They're in attack. And then Ori passing, boom boom, fuck. And then you go, and then there's a problem. And as I said, you can still kick. There's no problem if you want to kick from the Ori attack. But at least look, have a look. Okay.
Next one?
Yeah. Is that restart? Okay, so just to say again, using Lelo as the opposition. Okay, so Lelo, good side, as an example. If you want to change how you play, these are good examples of how you can change the mentality of your side against an opposition. Okay, so this information is available to you on the presentation, but it's just, run penalties, run direct penalties, run indirect penalties, take quick lineouts, quick taps, short 22 kickoffs. There's many different ways you can change a game, change how a game looks.
ლელოსთან თამაშის დროს მოკლეს და პირიქით ნერში უნდა შეეცადა რომ ნაკლები შეერკინება იყოს და თავისუფალი ბურთი შორს უნდა მისცენ და არა საბრძოლო.
Don't worry about Lelo. The van will kill me. The van will kill me. So it's okay. So these are things to be aware of. The players will enjoy these. The players, they enjoy it. It's like rugby is meant to be fun. It's meant to be enjoyable.
Watchable game.
It would be a better game. But it also develops the skills. For me, it develops the skills and the awareness. Very important. Want to go next one here? Any questions?
შეერკინებით წესი შეცვალა და რაგბი უკეთესი გახდება.
Change the scrummaging law and the game will become better.
Okay, so I have one slide on that spot. Okay, I have one slide on defense. Now defense is 50% of the game. Okay, so if you have a strong defense and you create turnovers and you create opportunity through counter-attack because they have to kick, that means you're doing a very good job.
But
defense first of all is about attitude. It's about whether some players like defending and other players don't like defending. You have to make them like defending, and you have to make them understand that you can win many games with a strong defense. Many games. The best defense teams take a try against them personally. They're upset about this.
And
as coaches, if you can generate players that like defending and take it personally if they concede a try, then you have a good team. So the rest is, you need to be clear on your system. You need to be clear on your reset of your system. You need to be clear on your line speed. All the elements you need to be clear, simple. So you drill down into the detail. Have the work done. This is work that should be done. It's not difficult. but you need to do it, and it needs to be clear, very clear.
ანუ ასე ვთქვათ, დეტალებზე ტვინის ბოლომდე იყოს მე არ არის თული, მაგრამ უნდა იყოს ესეთი ძალიან დეტალურად გაწერილი ნახელი უნდა იყოს ყველასთვის, რომ აი ამას ეხება სტრუქტურულ დაცვას.
Okay. Again, with the team, when I'm at home in Ireland, I work with that school team, and I asked the same question of the coaches, and they had nothing. They had not one piece of paper on the fence. Everything was attack.
ანუ ირლანდიაში დაგავიდეთ სკოლაში დამუშავება, იქ მწვრთნელს ვიცით რა ხდება დაცვაში და საერთოდ არაფერი არ ქონდა დაცვაზე, ეს ფურცელიც კი იყო, ყველაფერი შეტევა იყო.
So, and they were wondering why they were losing games.
მე უბრალოდ რატომ აგებდნენ თამაშებს.
Just last point there, on your exit plays, analyze your exit plays to see if they're effective. So, if you have a scrum in your 22, pass it to your athlete and you kick to touch, that's not the finish of the exit play. The finish of the exit play is the opposition have a line out, you look to contest that line out. And if you win that line out, then you give yourself a plus for your exit play.
ანუ ეს გასვლით დაწყობილი ხება საკუთარი 22-დან გასვლას, ფეხით გასვლას და ანუ უნდა გავაანალიზოთ ეს ჩვენი გასვლის თამაში, რა ეფექტი გვაძლოა მე. ერთი რომ ფეხი დავახვით და მე ამ რა ეფექტი მოგიტანა ხო იქ გასვადეთ თუ ჩვენი გასვლის თამაშის შემდგომ. ყველაში იმას უნდა დავაგვირდეთ, ხო, რამდენად ეფექტური იყო ჩვენი გასვლა, იყო თუ არა.
Okay, we move on.
He's got a question. From our national team, how many, what's the percentage of the players who like to defend?
Good question. I'd say maximum 60%. I'd say 60%.
Maximum
I would think 60%. Now, when you say like, when I say like, who really enjoy defending, maybe less than 60%. Maybe less. Yeah. Our attitude is not, our defense is not aggressive. It's not aggressive. It needs to become aggressive. In fact, Levan from Lelo is doing a lot of work on that at the moment. And it's an issue for us at the moment. It's an issue. You'll see in the clips actually in a minute when I show the World Cup clips, you'll see not so good. You have to see in the future Georgia being much more aggressive and coming straight up on the opposition as opposed to currently we're up and out. Up and out is not so good.
The question.
Yeah.
Რა ფიქრობს იმაზე, რომ მოკლედ მოთამაშეები ეგ დაცვის მოყვარული რაც დასვა რა, ეგ ტიპაჟი უნდა იყოს, ვიდრე შენ უნდა გააკეთო ეგეთ მოთამაშე. აი მუშაობის შედეგად, ხო? შეიძლება ძალიან ნაკლები შანსი გაქვს რომ მიაღწიო. შეიძლება რა ტექნიკა გამოუსწორო, მაგრამ ტიპაჟი უნდა იყოს ისე
types like different rather than just make them because it's impossible. You can improve their different tackling and stuff like the defensive techniques, but they have to be like natural born.
Well, you're going to a big discussion on nature and nurture here. And there are many thousands of books written on that. It will happen for Georgia, whether they like it or not, they're going to do it. I think to answer the question in a different way, I think because they're all very competitive, all these players are very competitive, all of you are very competitive. If you say to a competitive person, you can get an advantage on your opposition by applying this defense system and this defense attitude, then I think they will really grasp it.
კონკურენტუნარიანები თქვა ეს გუნდს რო თქვა თემაზე გეკნობრեցობა იმით რომ თქვა უკეთეს დამცველი გახდეთ მაშინ ის გახდება უკეთეს დამცველი უფრო მეტი აგრესია იქნება დაცვაში ვიდრე ის უფრო მეტად კონკურენტუნარიანი იქნება მეტოქეზე დაცვაში უკეთეს თამაში ამის ხარჯზე მივახცევთ თქვა რასაც ამბობს ისინი ხდება წინ
general comment from me on Georgian forwards in particular. Forwards are very good maulers in Georgia. They love mauling. Okay, they love mauling, but their ability to maul is excellent. On the reverse side of that, they don't love defence, and their ability to defend is not excellent.
In particular the forwards. შეტევაში მოლში თამაში, მაგრამ ამის საწინააღმდეგო დაცვითი მოლის თამაში არ შეუძლია და არ უყვართ, ხოლო მაშინ მოიკვეთეთ ისეთი კარგებია, როგორც შეტევით მოლში.
Კავინი არ ყოფილა, კავინი.
This is the brains are not good enough.
Well, we must train them. We must train them.
No,
it's our job. It's our job. Easy. It's easy. Yeah. Okay. Back to you. Okay. So let's go to the videos of the World Cup. Okay. Now, this I need you to concentrate. Watch this. These things happen fast. Talk about defense.
So you gave the time to play. The tennis definitely from the side shoulder.
Yeah. The tennis switch.
Which one goes?
I პირველ 10 to 10.
You hold the first ball with 0 G.
Is it just a missed tackle?
Poor communication.
First of all, watch the speed. Watch the speed. Watch the speed. Look at catchy. Is that catchy? That's catchy.
No, catchy.
Shallow. I think that's catchy. That's whoever that player is. He's going this direction. Just watch this. This is first line out.
Sorry, also we are missing one guy. I think there is only one fullback and no blindside winger.
The system in defense is blindside winger is up here. And we have an extra back, we have an extra forward inside 10.
Where is that inside forward?
He watch now, watch. There he is, coming out late.
Okay.
Okay. So the line out was quick. He should be here. He should be there. He should be there. He should be there. That's what happened.
Ano daagvien.
No, Tazo still should have made the tackle, I think.
Speed difference.
Watch. So this is a map. This is a pattern. This is a pattern that. So watch. What's his name? Kieran Reid. Watch Kieran Reid. Watch where he goes. Look. Is he interested in the ball? No. See ya. He's still not interested. So Ori shaking about 1, 2, 3. Carter and Sunny Bill drifting out. Now also watch this side. Watch this side.
იდები არიან მე ხო თქვი.
დასდინდება ხარ?
What? They what?
Older than
იდები მეურნეა.
ჯერი მენა ჩვენ.
Okay, just to say, New Zealand's system of attack is, in this situation, they have Ori shaking about on this side, they have Sammy shaking about in the middle, and they have Ori shaking about on the far side. And they just play.
ანუ ზელანდიის სამშობლოში ხავს ორი მონკინა და კიტაბთაზე სამი შუაში და ორიც კიტაბთაზე თამაშობენ სიტუაციიდან გამომდინარე.
Okay, next one. Watch.
აი ამას დააგვიწყდა ხო?
ეს 10 ნომერი რო არის ასული.
10 ნომერი ქულაა იქ. ეგ вообще რომელია რა გვალია.
Okay, how would you defend that?
ამას როგორ დაიცავთ?
ვაფშე არასდროს არის წევს, მაშინ მითხარ რომ არა ფეხები გიგება, შეგება რო ტრიალდება, შიგნით არის წევს ის არა ქვია დასახმარებლად. პირველი მცველი 10 ნომერია თუ 12 არა.
Is the first defender moving inside or not because they have seen this guy built on the shoulder?
Once the angle went, once the angle went in this direction, your brother? Yeah, I think so, yeah. That window is Adrevit, I go to Yeah, he did. I know. It's a discussion that Milton and I are having. And Milton is the boss, so that's fine. Okay, so if you could put O3 here, O3, but the problem is here, if the scrum goes the other way. Okay, so then you've only Ori, and you have the scrum. Okay, so you have to react. Whatever you do, you have to react to this, the scrum angle. No. It's very difficult to defend this anyway. It's very, very difficult. Very difficult. Okay, but for all of you, with the quality of scrums that you have in Georgia, it's just to show you the value of scrum angle. Okay, many times. Many times we go for the straight drive. But if you come up against a strong team, if you can control the angle, it's as good as a. You see, if you put O3 dots right here, if Malibu goes here, and they all push out one, and this scrum goes that way, then Skra and Ori attack. Say.
ალბათ რაც ყველას აქვს კითხვა, თქვა ღერძზე რომ დააყენო ამ შემთხვევაში და კუთხის მიხედვით თუ რო ისახ. გამოდის რომ მაშინ ვერცაკეთ ვერ დაიცავ თავს, ვერციკით თუ შევკინება დომინანტი და საიდაც უნდა იქით დაგიტრიალებს.
So if you put the man on the back and he won't be able to defend either side because scrum will kill any other who they want.
The only thing from I played scrum half, right? So when the ball is going in, that's when you call your angle. That's when you call your move. You can't call the move when the ball is in there, because people need to know. So when the ball is being put in, they have made a decision.
ანუ ბურთი შეგდებისას იძახიან თქვა თუ რომელ ხარეს ატრიალებენ შევკინებას ეს მანამდე არ იძახიან. თქვა რომ შეგდების მერე არ იძახიან, მაგრამ შეგდებისას იძახიან რომ ყველა მიწოდეს რა უნდა გააკეთო, მაშინ ეხლა გადაწყვეტილებას.
So they would have seen, Aaron Smith would have seen Urti, Ori, Sami, Datswa on this side before he put the ball in. So he looks, Sami, Datswa, 3, 0, 3, 2, so then he puts the ball in. Then, if Malibu moves, okay, then you take a chance.
It's
difficult. Go on the outside. Should just see he's too deep. So you can, if he comes, and he comes at the same time. If the scrum angle, if the scrum stays straight, the scrum will get the cartridge. Okay, that's the defense. So he breaks off and he physically goes back and he can come out 5 meters, no problem. Okay, and then that's how you defend it. Technically, you can do that. Okay, technically you can do that, but that's not the reason for showing you this. The reason I'm showing you this is because you have very good scrummagers, and you need to have a value on controlling the angle, because you can see the discussion that it's causing here. Watch. So again, quick, strappy outing.
So strappy outing going to someone.
Offload. Strappy rocky. Now, see that? Ori shaking the bat. Boom, boom. They can attack in here, or you can go off behind. Similar. Okay, now, so we've shown how many tries? We've shown 4 tries so far. Okay, 2 tries, 1 from a line out, 1 from a scrum. And 2 of the 4 tries were from quick line outs. Okay, so if New Zealand slowed down and did structured line out, they would not have scored 2 of those tries, because the fence has enough time to be organized.
The quickness of the line-out, they increase the pressure.
They increase the pressure, the pace, and the system of defense is not set. But you have this opportunity every week when you play. Every week. When somebody kicks an exit play, okay, exit play, so inside the 22, kicks it, they go for a long touch. It just goes into touch on the halfway line. If you take a quick line out, it's counter-attack. Okay. So this is a quick tap. Okay, now the system of attack. The system of attack is shaking the mark, right? And the movement back here. Okay, now they will look. Smith will look. See, give a pass, or he'll hit Carter and they'll just swing around here. Okay? Very, very simple. Okay, so this is a turnover. Turnover, system of defense not set. Miss tackle, offload. Right. So watch the forwards in the middle of the market. Ball out the back. Defense correct or not correct?
Yes. Yes. Not enough numbers.
Where are you going to get another number from? Okay, the defense system should be. Okay, so Chico should be over here, but it doesn't matter. Okay, it's jockey. You know jockey? Jockey is you actually go back, drift. Yeah. So Vasca, Malagu, and who's that? Van Dam, is it? So they must drift together. Okay. Malagu gets caught a little bit, just only a fraction. This much. Just he goes forward. On jockey he must go across because you're just letting them come. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because you know they have 4. And you only have 3 defending. That's just life. Okay? In this part of the pitch, that's a good defense system, but it wasn't applied correctly. Okay? Okay? It's difficult. These are the best in the world, and they will catch you.
საერთოდ მაგრამ როცა სუსტი გუნდები ეთამაშებიან ეგეთ კლასნი გუნდებს, გვერდით სივცეებს არტოვებენ დიდზე და სულ უფრო მეტი რეგს თამაშობენ ეგრეა. გვერდით სივცეებს არტოვებენ რა ისე. ნუ ინდივიდუალურად ჯობია და ერთ-ერთზე ამარტივად გაგზავნა. They don't spaces in the middle of the individual, they are better wicket teams.
Yes, but I mean that's their advantage. Look, technically, right? Scrum is straight, which means Vasca can go. I think it's Smith, but the first pass is flat. Okay. Okay, it's not deep, it's flat. Very, very important. So similar to the last one, when it's a flat pass, it's very difficult. Okay, so here, no problem. We should defend this. Okay? Vito is on the inside, Vasca, Malagu, and Van Dam. Now Van Dam's position now is not good. Yeah, he's too forward. He should be back to allow Malagu to slip. Because we know they have 4 players. Because we know they have the 4 players. Then our line should be like this, not like that. Okay? It's different. It's different when you're on the line for the first strike because you can't give them space. You can't give them space. And that's why Milton's solution, having 4 players on one side, 2 on the other side. If you use that system, then the 9, the scrap, should mirror the 9 as well, so he can actually go, if he goes to this side, do you know what I mean? So he can actually get another player in the defense. But for attack coaches here, the flat pass by the scrap is very, very beneficial. Okay? Okay, let's move on. Okay, so now these are Georgian's tries. Georgia's tries. Okay, so
then will be
okay, so this is an exit. New Zealand carry back. Good tackle. Good defense line. Tackle. Working hard. Turnover. Now, 5 months we had the squad together. 5 months before the World Cup. So here we would do all this work: scrum, lineup, maps, kickoffs, face play setups, defense situation. Okay, all that. But this was where our biggest improvement was in turnover, counter-attack. This area was the best area for us. I think. So this is just offload, try it, Catchy tried it, and then. But we played many games out in the training pitch, similar to this. Quick ball, bang, off you go. Against Tonga. But this situation against Tonga, we would have practiced many times. So this is it's a outing onto the ground, reset. Okay, so now this is turning slow ball into fast ball. Also, from 1 year earlier against Tonga here in Tbilisi, we knew our forwards would be strong and they would find it difficult to defend them. But that pass is a very good pass because it splits the defense. 1, 2, 3, coming in here. Now this is great. I'll show you first, and then you tell me. What do you notice from this point? That's the score. And Lucas scores there against the post.
მეორე კაცთან არ ყავს რა შლის და იქიდან
ინდივიდუალური თამაში.
Too many numbers of tongue and when one plays.
ინდივიდუალური თამაში.
Alles მოთამაშე რა კი ორიენტირება გადაატაინეს კაროშე. და დოზნოლე
მეორე კაცზე უთხარ აქეთ გამოდი
Why did they go there?
აკომიგიანი იქნება.
შლიან აქეთ ხარეს თავი.
მე ატრიანებას აკეთებ.
გოლში ახლა ორიენტი
6-7 ვაკაციდან.
ომარ იქ ორი კაცი ამორბოდა მე ნახე ჩვენ.
აი უნდა გამოვიდა.
Now watch this player. Not there, this player, not there. Watch.
როში მოთამაშეები არიან დარჩენილები ამასთან. ზირაკასთან რა შანსი აქვს?
ყველა აქ არის და იქით ორი ტიპი ამოდის და იქით გადადიან მე ესენი და მამუკა პირდაპირ წამოვიდა.
Why are they all moving? Why are they all moving?
რატო გადაგიარი?
We said to the backs that to help the forwards when they do the topping and the rebar, and they're doing so. We have to help the forwards because what happened when we were in Tbilisi is the backs would just watch. Good work, good work. So we said, all right. So move, all the time, move all the time. And the defense, 6 players. Shrini, 7, exit. 6 players moved with the movement of the backs and created the opportunity for Mamuka.
ასწებოდა მანამდე როცა შექმნა მუშაობდა ხაზი შიჯიბეებში ხელებს ჩაიწყობდა ის და უყურებდა ასაკეთებდა ისო მოკინები მე უხარებდა რომ იმოძალეთ მეცო რომ ახლა გავიტყუოთ და ეცი კაცი გადაეწყოვებოთ ტომის ადამიანს ჩვენ
In Georgia, because you have a strong maul, get your backs to move. Just get them to move. Move. If yeah, and maybe a defender who's a forward, he won't go into the maul because he's watching the backs. And that's all you need. Okay, so the next try.
მაგას ქვია მოწინააღმდეგით მანიპულირება.
In training, many times in the 5 months, we did this exercise. Just offload, just attack, just play. Play. Fantastic position now. We should score. We nearly didn't score, but you should score. Quick ball. Got a bit confused. So well done, Kobe. Well done, Meko and Nimso in terms of running the lines and Tazo on the off-road. So this was a very important match. That match, Tonga, and it was good results. But the two tries were worked on in training first before they became a reality, and they're not as organized. Like they're not straight from the scrum, straight from the well. First one. So this is similar. This came from a line out. 1, 2, 3. Against the Libya. It's the same type system. Go a little bit wider. Good player. Okay, so, and then the last try we got, just to show it to you, because, so it's an outie, so that's not the move. Okay, this is not a move. It's just a reaction from Koki. Offload to Malagoo. And that's just good play. Just playing the game. Good play by So to develop decision makers, okay, coach by why. Okay? Keep asking the question. Okay, these comments here, there's a couple more comments here that are just from my experience with Georgia Rugby. So, does that read in attack? What is the number 8 pick? The ball? Yeah. If you control the angle of the scrum and get a flat pass from the 9 from the scrum, very effective. The red one there, in your experience areas you've had attacking opposition, defense systems. It's just this is thought. Short side attack of the second ruck, of the Maori ruck coming infield. So just consider that. So if there's a ruck on the touchline and you come in 15 meters and attack with the second ruck, Maori rucking, that these players just drop straight back, and it depends on how the defense reacts. Then you can attack the blind side. Consider maul and also attacking the short side quickly from a maul. So we call it taxi. So maul, taxi, around the corner with the cry or with the scrap. We haven't covered kicking at all, really. Tactical kicking, we have not covered. Just to say, Ati can kick and Khudmadi normally can kick. So just play with those two.
How about
strong halves?
The question was scrum half.
Oh yeah, sorry, scrum half. But from 9 has probably 3 kicks, but like tactically kicking 10 and 15 when the 9 passes. Absolutely. So 12, 13, 15 and 11, they all kick. But just the balance of your kicking game. If you think in your own side at home, is it always the 10? If the answer to that is yes, then you need to change that. Because it's easy to defend. Okay, and the last one there, offload. Offload. I see the under 18s, and the under 20s are very good at offload. So the younger generation of Georgian players are coming through are very good at offloads. Yeah, I worked with Pata and the under 18s, David, for 2 years, just watching, and very impressive, very impressive young players coming through, very good.
And obviously the
20s won in Portugal last year, so it's another good side. And the future of the game is a balance. between offload and ruck. It's not all offload and it's not all ruck. It's just a balance.
თამაში მომოვიდეთ ბალანსი offload-ზე და ruck შორის. ეს არც ერთიან მხოლოდ offload.
Make sure when you're doing this area here that you include offload, because if it becomes all ruck, it makes it a slower game.
როცა ამაზე მუშაობ, მხოლოდ ruck-ზე ნებდებოდი. როცა ruck-ია, მაშინ თამაში ნელდება და offload-ზეც უნდა მუშაობ.
If you want, you can put offload over here to train it, but you have to train it. You have to coach it.
შეიძლება კიდე მოიყვანო offload-ი, მაგრამ უნდა იმუშაოთ offload-ზე, უნდა იმუშაოთ თამაში.
Okay, so any questions? Any questions? So this is available. Yeah, you said that. This is available. Okay. All right, thank you for your time. Didi Matlova. I hope it was beneficial. I hope. As Gia said, anything in red in Sateli is just questions whether we do enough of it in Georgia yet at the moment.
ამაზე თქვა რომ დავფიქროთ, თუ ვარით საკმარისად ამ ციკლად აღნიშნულ საკითხებს, რამდენი ყურადღებას ვუხმობთ და რა დროს ვიქნებთ.